Samson, we are very much aware of this crooked behavior of our opponent. They have been attacking our presidential candidate with fake news, day in, day out. So we were not surprised at all when this report came out. And then they were pointing accusing figures at the NPP for having behind all this kind of funny creation of accounts and using that to attack the credibility of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We are not surprised at all, because if you have a government whose main aim is propaganda to rule a country, what do you expect? They think that the Ghanaians are so gullible that they can get away with all manner of fake news, fake accounts, targeting individuals of our party. Just recently, you saw what they did against our chairman, Honorable Johnson Asare Ketia, on the issue of free SHS. They just did some funny accounts, funny videos using AI to muzzle his voice, indicating that he said when we come to power, we are going to cancel free SHS. And these are things going on. We have been tracking them down. All these things, some of them allegedly coming from the Flagstaff House, because they have tax officers who are in fact, their roles is just social media. So you go on their timelines on social media, Facebook, X, and you see the kind of posts they put out there daily. And that tells you that this is not fair enough. So I think that the onus lie on the media to hold them to strict proof. I'm not surprised my brother is running away from it. That is what they are doing. They have a whole
Dr. Tanko,
that is into spreading fake news against our flag bearer and the NDC.
Yes, wait, Dr. Tanko, hold on. Evans wants to ask you a question.
Yes, please. If you can't justify your allegation, don't add to it. Something this issue, I don't know which body undertook this survey or this research and coming out with this. And I think that at this point, we should help the security to delve deep into it and all those involved be brought to book.
Since these campaigns are in favor of the NPP and against the NDC, and you don't know about it, you have not sponsored it, as you said, don't you think you should also take some step because it's not good for your image?
Please, I said earlier that we are very much focused. We will not be detracted by these misinformations and disinformation. You've heard our flag bearer everywhere he's been to. He speaks to issues, programs, how he will transform Ghana.
No, my question is, my question is, if your name...
Into that. Tanko sits here to say that they know it is coming from Jubilee House. He should go and point out to the police and let the police investigate it.
Yes, Evans, my question is this. Evans, my question is this. My question is this, Evans. My question is this. If some information were put out against your candidate and it's false, you would have did a counter and say this is fake news. If these things are being done in favor of your candidate, and the other one I showed you is a campaign for 500 for every one who participates to win 500 cedis for your candidate. Don't you think you have to take steps rather than say leave it like that because you are not responsible for it?
We don't subscribe to these false propagandist move to pursue our political agenda. We know that you have to work within the confines of the law and get the people to buy into your policy program. The programs of the presidential candidate, Dr. Bambia, is superior, is getting endorsement across board, and so why should this be the formula?
Okay, you don't want to answer my question. Evans, thank you.
Who are in charge of propaganda.
Evans, since you don't answer my question, thank you. Let me move on. Rashid Tanko, I think what we can say is that if you also say you have seen this, you are concerned, you should demonstrate to us that you are reported to the police, you are reported to the cyber security, and be tracking if they are doing something. You don't think that's what you should be doing?
We did. In fact, on countless number, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama spokesperson, Madam Joyce Bauer, wrote to the CID department and wrote to the security service, the cyber security authority, about fake news attacking His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Several of that, we have written to them. And then they have not taken action on it. Okay. Several accounts. I can give you copious examples of letters that we have written to the CID, trying for them to arrest and prosecute those fake guys, which they trace down to some of them officers at the Flagstaff House.
Really?
That's what we are talking about. We are not making news out of this.
Okay, Rashid, thank you. We can end it there. Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Bossman Asare, you have the last word on this. These things are going on. And to be frank, there are a lot of the fake stuff that you also see that are against the NPP and their candidates. The EC, what proactive steps are you taking so that these, acts of misinformation, disinformation don't affect the elections, particularly declaration of results and so on?
Again, from the EC side, we are mainly concerned about protecting the integrity of the Electoral Commission. So what we've done at our level is to have our officials responsible for social media and other channels of communication to always be on the alert and inform us of any new developments that come up against the work we are doing. And we try as much as possible to respond to them quickly and appropriately. But on the side of the political parties, what we can say as Electoral Commission is that we think that it is not appropriate. We do expect that the parties will also have systems in place to ensure that their people, their surrogates who are working for them, they comply. They don't undertake actions which will mar the integrity of the election. And we also expect the security agencies to be on top of their business, because ours is a developing society. Any minor skirmishes could lead to larger issues which we cannot contain. So we expect the security agencies, especially the NIB, the National Intelligence Bureau, the Ghana Police Service, through their CID department, to ensure that things are properly done. And I believe that Ghana is on track to achieve another successful general election, and the Electoral Commission is fully committed to ensure
you have an expectation, but are you moving beyond? You have an expectation.
Elections as far as 2024 is concerned.
You have an expectation, but are you moving beyond simply having an expectation and announcing it on radio?
Are we moving beyond just having
an expectation? Because the integrity of the election and the results could be undermined in a way that can bring catastrophic, situations. So what are you doing? That was my question. Not what your expectations are of the security.
For us, when you look at the processes of declaring the results and the measures we've put in place, we don't anticipate that something can be done to undermine that. Because, Mr. Yenini, we start from the polling station, where we work together with the agents of the political party, the media also there. From there, we go to the population sector at the constituency level. Then from there, we go to the regional level. So with the measures we put in place, we don't anticipate that there will be any iota of misinformation or disinformation that can undermine that. And as I said, our officers are on the ground at the various stages of the process to ensure that we deliver clearly on our mandate come December 7th.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Bossman Asare, also to Rashid Tanko-Computer and Evans Nimako. Thank you.